I'm Linda López, and today I'm going to be doing a book talk over three books that are all written by Hispanic authors. The first one is Esperanza Rising by Pam Muñoz Ryan. The second one is also written by Pam Muñoz Ryan, and it is Becoming Naomi León. And the last one is I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, written by Erika Sánchez. I chose all three of these books because they were written by Latina authors and because they all three have strong Latina protagonists. So the first one, Esperanza Rising, begins with Esperanza Ortega and her lavish lifestyle. She comes from a well-to-do family that owns a ranch, but tragedy strikes them and she and her mom have to leave their life behind. They also leave the grandmother behind and go with one of the servants and his family to Mexico where they're going to be migrant workers. Esperanza is shocked when her world is turned upside down and she is amongst all the, quote, peasants. Her mother has to remind her that this is their life now and it is better than the life that they would have lived in Mexico with their power-hungry uncles. So in California, Esperanza has to do chores, take care of babies, cook food, and she does so kind of fighting, but she has no choice. One day the mom becomes ill, and is in the hospital for months on end. Esperanza has to step up her game and takes on more work and is now working amongst the migrant workers outside of the house instead of in the house. She is putting back money at the same time for hospital bills and money to send for her grandmother once she has enough and once the grandmother and the mom are well. So one day the mom is coming home, Esperanza goes to get her money, and the money is all gone, along with the servant's son Miguel. So where did the money go? Where is Miguel? Did he take the money? And if he ever returns, will they find out what happened to him? Esperanza Rising. The second book is Becoming Naomi León by the same author, Pam Muñoz Ryan. In this book, there is Naomi, who is very quiet, but has a talent for silk carving, and she carves animals. There is her younger brother, Owen, and their great-grandmother that they've lived with for the past 7 years, who is peppy and spunky. They all live in an airstream that they lovingly refer to as Baby Beluga. But one day their world is turned upside down when their mother returns unannounced. Skyla is her name, and she says that she's taking Naomi, just Naomi, to help kind of take care of her new boyfriend's daughter, and they're all moving to Las Vegas. The grandmother is having none of this, and she decides, along with the neighbors, that they're going to go to Oaxaca to find their father in hopes that maybe he'll help keep them together. Now, why Oaxaca? Well, Oaxaca has a famous, and it is true, a famous radish carving festival every year, and their father is a great carver, and he enters every year, so they're hoping that he will be there. So, is he there? Will they find him? Will he help keep them together? Or will Skylar really end up tearing the family apart and taking Naomi and leaving Owen and the grandmother by themselves? Becoming Naomi León by Pam Muñoz Ryan. And lastly, we have I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. This book opens up at the funeral of Julia's older sister Olga, who had been struck by a truck while trying to cross to get to a next bus route in Chicago. The family, her mom, Ama, and the dad, Apa, withdraw into themselves and kind of leave Julia to her own. The house is falling apart, there are roaches everywhere, there's no food. Julia is the total opposite of Olga. Olga is the dream daughter. She goes to work and comes home, takes the occasional class, but comes home. She's perfect in their eyes. Julia, on the other hand, is always in trouble at home and at school, and she wants to leave Chicago, in essence, leave the family behind for a new life. But she's been sneaking into Olga's room and has found lingerie, love notes, and a laptop. In the laptop, when she finally discovers the password, she sees a bunch of email exchanges between Olga and what seems to be a secret lover. Now, Julia is grounded because she's found out that she is snuck into this room again. And something happens to Julia. She has a hospital stay. After she's released from the hospital, they decide to send her to Mexico to reconnect with her family. When she returns, she has a better understanding of why her mother is very strict, why they live the lives that they do. And she also discovers that even the broken pieces of her family are beautiful. But does she stay in Chicago? Does she reveal her big sister, the perfect Mexican daughter, Olga's secrets to tarnish her image? Or does she let them just believe what they know about her daughter, their daughter Olga? Once again, I am not your perfect Mexican daughter. If you choose to read these, I hope you love them as much as I do. Thank you.